Good morning and welcome to Crow Inclined. Here today with a daily energetic check-in. I am using the Enchanted Map Oracle cards, blah, blah, as I step over my words. And our card of focus today is the Sacred Pool. Sorry, there's a bit of a reflection on that card. Anyway, so the world is your reflection. It reflects you back to you. Okay, it reflects your thoughts and your feelings and your beliefs. So this is why they say embody the love that you wish to see in the world. Because when you put it out, it's going to come back to you tenfold, right? What do you see when you look in the mirror? Can you focus on self-love and self-esteem? And practice, because we judge ourselves. Every little detail we judge, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, right? So if we can practice a detached self-examination with rigorous honesty, right? Do that now, because it's important for you to see how far you've come and see how magical your life is, see how magical your existence is, okay? And you need to be celebrated. You need to be celebrated. Okay? So be at peace because you're beautiful and you're loved. And when we act with surety and confidence and success, right? Everything can be yours. Your world is a reflection of you. With the Sacred Pool. Take a gander. What do you see? Be gentle. Be kind. Okay, we're all so beautiful and unique. I have the Mermaid Tarot. I figured if we were going to be gazing into the reflective pool, the reflective waters of the Sacred Pool, then let's take it to the depths with the mermaids, okay? I want to thank everyone for being here. I'm so honored to be able to bring you these messages today. Thank you for showing up. I'm happy to be with you on your journey. Hopefully this helps. It definitely keeps me grounded. So I appreciate you showing up. And I hope you're all doing really, really well right now. Okay. So let's talk about this Sacred Pool. The reflection of you in everything in your world, right? And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is kind of the worker bee card. It's a card of mastery. You've mastered something. There's something that you do really, really well. Now, oftentimes the Eight of Pentacles talks about taking that expertise and applying it to other aspects or to other parts of your life. Maybe there's a part of your life, that you're struggling a little bit. Look at where you're successful. Why? And then apply that to the things that are hard. Right? Because what comes after the Eight of Pentacles? The Nine. That's your financial independence. That's your independence in the material world. That's a strong foundation. Oh, yeah. In your energy is the King of Wands. Yeah, you're a bit of a rule breaker, a trailblazer. I love this energy. It's fiery and juicy and creative, and it could be a little bit of an outlaw, but not in a bad way, right? It just doesn't conform to all of the societal norms and the traditions and the way that things have to be done. Now, it can also be a little bit of, there's stubbornness, definitely, with the King of Wands, and maybe a little quick-tempered, right? Those are just little side notes. I don't know that that's necessarily part of this reading. I think what's important to keep in mind here is that you're okay doing things your way, okay? With this 8 that came out first, this looks, like community. The way that You know, she's purchasing from here, and it's like this, it's like the circle of life almost with this card. I don't know why I said that, but it was important. Oh, look at the Nine of Pentacles. We were just talking about the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this is where you're going. And you're going to get there. You're going to get there because you're very creative and confident. So I think it's very true, you know, with the sacred pool saying that the world is really a reflection of you. And then with this Nine of Pentacles, this little, I think it's a mermaid or character, or merman, merperson is in the wishing well. He's actually in the pool. This is a sacred pool. So it seems to me that sort of the advice of the sacred pool is to, you know, do a very detached self-examination. But it looks to me like the nature of this reading is you just dove in and you were very confident about it. So yeah. So this is actually more a confirmation for someone, right? That you took something that you knew worked in your life and you applied it to areas that weren't working in your life, and you're having success. That's what this reading is about. This is just a confirmation for someone, okay? Underneath that Eight of Pentacles is the Justice card. So the scales are being balanced. And with the energies here on the mat right now, they're in your favor, okay? Yeah, there's some sort of karmic balancing happening with this sort of self-examination. I really do love the fact that you just jumped in the pool. We were talking the other day in one of the readings about, you know, how this isn't a time to dip your toe in the water to check the temperature. This is a time to cannonball, okay? Cannonball in the water. This is the time. And wow, in your energy, you have the Empress as well. What? Yeah, you found your center. You know who you are. And you love it. You absolutely love it. You know, when we get to the point where we are so in love with ourselves, and not in a weird way, but in a very confident, independent manner, like we exude that, right? And that can help other people. Not that that's the intent, but it can be quite an inspiration to others. Okay, we have the Chariot coming out under that 9. Yeah, saddling up. About ready to go towards something. This is also about overcoming obstacles. And it looks like you did. You just dove right in and you took it. You took it. You did it. You are in the sacred pool. I love it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Underneath the Justice card, the Death card. So we're talking about shedding the old. So we have room to expand the new. Okay. Getting rid of the old ick. We want to expand the positive. We want to expand the beauty within us. So yeah, death and rebirth. This is a card of transformation. It's a new beginning. It's delightful. It's cleaning it up, right? Wow, yeah. Look at you have the Page of Wands in your energy. So there's a spark of an idea right here. The Page is a messenger. You have an idea. It's in your energy. Maybe it took you getting into this Empress and King of Wands energy in order for this idea to bubble to the surface. But it's here. It's in your energy. So pay attention. Okay? It might seem completely crazy, but do it anyway. There's something here for you. Something good that's coming out of your very bold choice to just jump into the sacred pool and soak for a while. All right, let's get one more card over there for the Chariot. Okay, yeah. Here comes the Ace of Swords. So it's the sword of truth. Logic, clarity. It cuts away fear, doubt, and confusion on what to do. Right, and it's coming out with a Chariot. So it's giving you a clear path to where to go, to what to do. Like the vision's clear, the path is clear. Okay. Your mental state is clear. Whatever this is, there's no more, should I? Shouldn't I? Of course there's not. You jumped into the sacred pool. You didn't even gaze at your reflection. You just jumped in. Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, we have the Three of Wands coming out. Now, typically it's a card of moving forward with plans. It's a card of action. But in this particular deck, notice the three wands are crossed in front of her, and there's a magnifying glass. So there's something around you need to take a closer look at. And I do believe that it has something directly to do with this Page of Wands idea that you have. Maybe it was just a brief, fleeting thought, and you were like, ooh, that would be cool. This is actually asking that you take a closer look at something around that, okay? Yeah, you're going to have so much clarity. Remembering that the world is reflecting you back to you, okay? This is a time to be bold, and you are. You are absolutely being bold. You are being bold, and look at what's going to happen. It's going to bring you so many opportunities with the Seven of Cups. Possibilities, opportunities, dreamy energy, right? I really do feel like this is a time for you to dream big and go for it, because this in your energy is astounding, amazing, okay? All right, that is your message. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you soon.